Hi friends, in this video today we are going to learn how to count number of figures in a given diagram. This is part 2 in this series. I have already uploaded part 1 and if you didn't watch it, kindly watch it first and then watch this video part 2 so that you can understand it clearly. So I am giving the part 1 link in the description. Now let's start. How many triangles are there in the given figures? So this kind of questions are very common in SSC and RRB. So listen carefully. So first of all, let us take this diagram. We need to find the number of triangles in this diagram. So to find the number of triangles, so if you observe carefully, so this is one triangle, 2 and 3 and 4 triangles, and this is 5 and 6 and this one is 7 and finally this is 8. So totally there are 8 triangles in this diagram. But to count like this, it will be very difficult. So I will explain you a short trick here. So here you simply count how many parts are there. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts are there. So you just multiply 4 with 2. So 4 2s are 8. So totally there are 8 triangles. So you just multiply the number of parts with 2. For example, you see this diagram, how many triangles are there in this diagram. So you first count the number of parts here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 parts are there, therefore 6 into 2, 12. So in this diagram totally there are 12 triangles. So in the same way you see this diagram. So you need to find the number of triangles in this one. So now you count the parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So totally 8 parts are there. So 8 into 2, there are 16 triangles in this diagram. So you just multiply the number of parts with 2, you will get the number of triangles in this type of figures. Now let's see another model. So this is the basic diagram. So in this diagram there are totally 8 triangles. So you remember this point. In this diagram totally there are 8 triangles. Now let's see how many triangles are there in this diagram. So if you observe this diagram carefully, so you can find this kind of diagrams too here side by side. This is one diagram and this is another diagram. And you already know in this diagram there are 8 triangles. Therefore, so in this diagram there are 8 triangles, and in this part also there are 8 triangles. Therefore, totally 8 plus 8. And by combining these two figures, you will form another new triangle, that is this triangle plus 1, and again this triangle plus 1. So totally you will get 16, 8 plus 8 16, 16 plus 1 17, 17 plus 1 18. So totally 18 triangles are there. How many triangles are there in this diagram? So here also if you observe carefully, there are 3 parts. This type of figures are there, 3 figures are there in this diagram. So therefore in this one you can find 8 triangles. In this part you can find 8 triangles, and in this part you can find 8 triangles. So totally 8 plus 8 plus 8, and again by joining these 2 parts you just remove this one and you take these 2 parts. So in these 2 parts you will get by combining these 2 parts this is another new triangle, and this is another new triangle. So totally 1, 2 triangles are there. So plus 2. Now you combine these two figures, then by combining these two figures you will get new two triangles. So this is one triangle and this is another triangle. So total you will get two triangles. And now by combining these three you will have another big triangle, that is this one. This is big triangle, so plus 1. So totally in this diagram you will have 8 plus 8 16, 16 plus 8 24, 24 plus 2 26, 26 plus 2 28, 28 plus 1 29. So totally there are 29 triangles in this diagram. Now let's see some more problems. How many triangles are there in this figure? So if you observe this figure carefully, you can find this kind of figures 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this figure you already know there are 8 triangles. Therefore in this figure 8 triangles, in this one 8 triangles, in this figure 8, and in this figure also there are 8. So totally 4 8s are there. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. Now you take these two figures. So by removing these two, you take these two figures. If you combine these two, you will find this is one triangle and this is one triangle. So totally two triangles are there. So plus 2. Now you remove these two, compare these two, and in this one, this is one triangle and this is another triangle. So plus 2. And now you take these two figures. By removing this one and this one, you take these two and you can find this is one triangle and this is another triangle. So here also there are 2. And if you combine all these figures, you can find one big triangle. So that is this is one more triangle. So plus 1. So totally 8 plus 8 16, 24, 24 plus 8 32, 34, 36, 38, and 38 plus 1 39. Totally 39 triangles are there. How many triangles are there in this diagram? And if you observe carefully, you can find this type of figures 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And you already know in this figure totally there are 8 triangles. Therefore in this figure 8 triangles are there, and in this figure also 8, in this part 8, and in this part 8 triangles are there. So totally 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. And if you observe this carefully, you take these two parts. So if you take these two parts, this is one triangle and this is second triangle. So totally 2 triangles are there. Now you take these two parts. If you observe these two parts, you can find this is one triangle and this is another triangle. So you can find 2 triangles. Plus now you take these two parts. So in these two parts combining, you can find this is one triangle and this is one triangle. So totally 2 triangles are there. Now you just close this part and you combine these 3 parts. So if you observe these 3 parts, you can find this is one triangle. So plus 1 plus. Now you close this part and you combine these 3 parts. So if you observe these 3 parts, you can find this is one more triangle So plus 1. Now if you combine all these figures, you can find one bigger triangle. So that is this part. This is one more triangle. So plus 1. So totally 16. 16 plus 8, 24. 24 plus 8, 32. 34, 36, 38, 39, 40, 41. So totally 41 triangles are there in this diagram. Now let's see this figure. You need to find the number of triangles in this diagram, and here, so you can find this type of figures, 4 are there. So therefore in this part 8 triangles are there, in this part 8 triangles, in this part 8 triangles, and in this part 8 triangles. Totally 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus. Now you just remove this one and observe these two parts. If you combine these two parts, you can find this is one triangle and this is another triangle. So totally 2 triangles are there. Now you close this part and combine these two parts. If you combine these two parts, you can find this is one triangle and this is another triangle. So plus 2. Now you close this part and take these two, and again you can find this is one triangle and this is another triangle. So plus 2. And finally you close this part and combine these two parts. Now you can find this is one triangle and this is another triangle. So plus 2. So now if you combine all the figures, you can find this is one bigger triangle. So plus 1. Now you close this one and you can find this is one triangle plus 1. Now you close this one and you can find this is one more triangle plus 1. And finally you close this and you will see this there is one more triangle. So plus 1. So finally 8 plus 8, 16, 24, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So totally 44 triangles are there in this diagram. Okay friends, that's all for this lesson, and I will explain some more models about finding number of figures in the next video. And if you feel this video is useful to you, please like and share with your friends so that they can also learn. And to get many more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel, Knox Way to Learn. Thank you.